The amazing animal Mara. It is hard to imagine, looking at the 18-kilogram animal, that it is a relative of the common guinea pig, which are often kept as pets in many homes or apartments. However, it is exactly that. The Mara is a large rodent native to the plains of South America, often referred to as the giant guinea pig. Dwelling in the vast expanses of Patagonia, the Mara is an interesting species of rodent to study. So here's what this rodent of impressive size looks like. The Mara's hind legs are slightly shorter than its front legs. It has a rather large head and a short muzzle with small standing ears. Adults are up to 40 centimeters in height and may be up to 75 centimeters long. Its body is completely covered with soft brown fur. The Mara moves by quick jumps. These movements are very similar to the trotting of a hare. Exactly this way of movement provides rodents an opportunity to develop high speed in conditions of absolutely any terrain. Such peculiarity of the Mara sometimes compares them to the aforementioned hares, although the animals do not resemble each other outwardly and have nothing in common with them anymore. In nature, the Mara feeds mainly on grass. It chooses places with soft soil foraging. The animal is most active during the daytime, in contrast to many other rodents of South America that prefer a nocturnal lifestyle. For itself and its offspring, the Mara digs very intricate burrows that provide a safe place to sleep and shelter for cubs. During the day, the animal likes to sit in the sunlight, giving the impression that it gets a sunbath. An interesting feature of this species of rodent is that, thanks to its powerful paws, it is able to dig several holes at a time. This quality explains the fact that the marked burrow passages are very ornate and have a complex structure. On the ground, the entrance to the burrow can be easily detected by the soft, plowed soil. Surprisingly, the female teaches her cubs to keep the burrow clean. The cubs carry feces and leftovers out themselves. When a pack of Mara is threatened by a large predator, some rodents flee from their refuge and the rest let foul gases out of their intestines, thus often demoralizing the enemy and saving their life, and that of the entire pack. Is Mara a rabbit or a guinea pig? Is it good to be a rabbit and a guinea pig at the same time? It's worth asking this of a Mara animal native to Patagonia. The appearance of the Mara differs from that of its relatives. These mammals do not resemble any of their relatives entirely. Nevertheless, scientists classify the Mara as a member of the rodent family, the mumps. There are a large number of varieties of Mara, the most common being the Chaco Mara and the Patagonian Mara. What does this strange creature look like? Let's take a closer look at it. Appearance of the animal named Mara. The average body size of adults is about 70 to 75 centimeters in length. Mara weighs from 9 to 16 kilograms. The fur of the animal is thick, but short. Its fur is dyed brown with a reddish tint. On its sides it has a deep reddish tint, and its underside is slightly whitish. The Mara is a small animal with long ears like a rabbit. Its muzzle resembles a guinea pig, which is why this animal was reclassified to the mumps family. Maras belong to the semi-humped animals. Why? In fact, they do not have hooves like horses, but one of their toes has a hoof-like claw. Lifestyle of the Mara. These mammals of the order of rodents can be found as small groups, from 2 to 4 individuals, and quite large herds numbering 40 Mara. Their habitat includes arid areas that lack a variety of plant foods, but this does not frighten the mart. They easily tolerate this inconvenience and are very unpretentious about food. In the daytime you can find these hare-like creatures basking in the sun. Maries move on the ground by leaping movements. The greatest activity is during daylight hours. At night, they prefer to spend time in their burrows. The Mara is an animal with a delicate mental organization, and it can die from an unexpected fright. In general, it is a very shy and cautious animal. It is worth noting that this mammal of the order of rodents can run very well and quickly. This sometimes saves its life in case of danger. What makes up the diet of the animal Mara? These rodents are herbivorous animals. The main food for them is grass. Drinking is not so important for them, because the body is able to retain moisture reserves for a long time and sparingly consume it. Interestingly, the incisor teeth of these animals continue to grow throughout their lives, which is why small animals must constantly sharpen them on tree stems. How does a Mara breed? Maras are true family animals. A pair, once formed, is not separated for the whole life. Sometimes the male chooses a mate who is not yet mature for reproduction and waits until she is ready to create a family and give birth to babies, and then creates a strong pair with her. A pregnant female carries her cubs for about 70 days. Usually, 2 to 5 cubs are born to a marmot family, which are quite mature when they are born and capable of moving around on their own. For the first 3 months, the cubs eat only mother's milk. The cubs remain with their parents for a long time, and this is how the Mara usually lives: father, mother, and their babies. Enemies of the Mara in nature. This area of knowledge about the animal named Mara is poorly studied, so it is difficult to say anything about who hunts the Mara. Why is the Mara population on the planet declining? It's all about the extermination of habitats, as well as the sharply increasing population of hares, which are great competition for the Mara by occupying their territories.